Morning, Arne here. I'm going to wrap up this cabinet move, flooring, toe kick, base, assembly, countertop project. Part 3, I guess, is this one, and that is the countertop. Might be a little tricky, and it's not going to be like a regular. I've got a big piece of countertop that I want to put on the lower portion of these cabinets. I may even cut a piece for the top portion if I have enough. A couple of considerations. I was thinking of overhanging it on the side, on the low portion, to put an end cap on there. But I won't be able to do that on the tall side because I want to be able to maintain access to the outlet behind there. And so it's it would be mismatched if I did one side and not the other. The other thing that I have to look at, and I don't know yet off the top of my head, is whether or not the nosing on the countertop that's going to go on there will affect the drawers once they're in. If the drawers are made so that the top of the drawer is flush with the top of this base cabinet that's there, then I won't be able to just put the countertop straight on there. I'd have to build it up a little bit. So we'll see. Will I finish the edge? Well, the cabinet that came out of there had a countertop on there with an unfinished edge for the last 30 years. And so, do I finish the edge of this one? These boxes, these big base cabinets, are made out of MDF. And so to have an unfinished edge would kind of match the MDF.
Mistakes can happen. Everyone makes them. The difference with pros is we know how to fix them.
Facilities maintenance.
Okay, there's the countertop there. And you can see there's a bit of nosing. Looks like 1.5 inches. This whole width. So this is looking like 3/4 of an inch. And if I look at this, I might actually get away with it. I think what I will do is I'll cut my piece for this lower one first and then fit it in place and see if the drawer opens. If it interferes with the drawer, then I'll have to build it up a little bit. And this is what I was referring to about finishing the edge. When the edge of the whole box is MDF, having the edge of the countertop there unfinished won't really matter. Like, it doesn't. While my finished length is going to be 75 inches, I've actually measured 76 inches to there because I'm going to cut 1 inch off of this side here because I want to get rid of these chipped edges. I'd like to at least start with a clean edge on both edges. So I wasn't entirely pleased with the edge of that cut, it's not perfectly square. I should have clamped a straight edge down and done that, but that's okay. I'm going to take a belt sander and true that up. I'll clamp the other side. And that's how to make a perfectly straight cut right out of the gate. I almost messed that up. My cabinet depth is 29.5 inches. So my first measurement was 29.5 inches taken off the top, but I have to account for the overhang. So my second measurement that you see there is 29.5 inches from the inside of the nose of the countertop. If you're wondering what's up with all the tape, what it is doing is protecting the surface of this countertop from the base of my saw. I don't want to put any scratches in it. Who knows, 30-year-old arborite countertop, it might be impervious to scratches at this point, but it's good practice to follow because you might be working with countertop one day that you want to keep pristine, and this is what you may have to do. I should also mention too that you are not going to cut quartz or marble or any kind of concrete countertop like this. This is with plywood or MDF and arborite. So if you're wondering what that extra little piece is that I've got clamped at the far end over there, what that is I want that to pick up that end of the cut because I don't want to crack the arborite at this end. And so I've set my blade depth to not cut through both of them at the same time, and that will just keep that end from falling down before I finish the end of this cut. And in this case, also keep me from cutting too deeply into the top of my plastic sawhorse. I can work with that. Well, as far as a dry fit goes, I'm pretty happy with that. About a 1/16 gap here. It's tight here, but I can feel I've got a fingernail width between the front of this lip and the cabinet itself. And on this side, tight at the back. And yeah, a tight fingernail. So pretty good. I know that back line is laser straight because I cut it against a laser straight edge. I can see a bow in the wall. That goes without saying that walls are never straight, nor are rooms ever square. As far as this is concerned, the fact that this edge is unfinished, it doesn't matter when you look at the edge of that being unfinished. The edge of that being unfinished matches the edge of that and the edge of those over there, so I'm good with that. Just need to secure this down and then I'm done with the project. I could screw it, that's normal. Making sure my screws don't come up through the arborite. I'm also tempted to glue it because I know what's gonna happen. People are gonna grab this and try and lift the whole thing if they ever wanna shift it or move it. So if I make that countertop an integral part of the whole unit, that'll prevent people from ripping it all apart when they do try and maneuver or move things. Whoever tries to take this apart next is gonna love me. All right, there it is, done. I was gonna take some caulking and seal around the edges against the wall and against the side of that other cabinet, but I thought, if they ever wanna shuffle it around, which they might wanna take away the tall cabinet or move the bottom one, I decided I would just keep it as an individual unit. And to be honest, it's a really tight fit all the way around, so it actually looks okay. I'm working with old materials, trying to make them look decent and have them be functional, and I think we accomplished that. And the art teacher will be happy because she's moved that big monstrosity on the other side of the wall over to here, where she can access all of it now. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Hope you're having a great summer. I'll see you next time.